Hello, welcome to 2.4 day 1. We are adding and subtracting using scientific notation. Here are the steps. We're going to change to standard form. Then we're going to add or subtract in standard form, and then we're going to put it back into scientific notation. Our vocab, this is called a coefficient out front. This is our base, that's always 10, and our exponent, this is how we write in scientific notation. And scientific notation, we just write really big numbers and really big small numbers in a smaller way. Here's my example. So it says the table below shows the population of the 3 largest countries in North America in 2011. Find the total population of these countries. So I'm going to have to add all these together. So first, I'm going to expand them into standard notation. So I'm going to write the decimal, 3.1. And I'm going to make it bigger 8 times. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every basket gets an egg. And I'm going to do the same thing for Canada. So I got 3.38 times 10. Oops, no, I don't want to write that. Times 10 to the 7th. So I'm going to move this 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every egg gets a basket. And last but not least, I have 1.1. Move it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fill in with zeros. Now, it's really important, if you're going to do this by hand, you have to line up the decimals. And we just moved the decimals all to the end. So these have to line up, or you can just type this in the calculator. So let's add them up for the sake of watching it on this video. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and 31. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8, 3, 3. See how they're all lining up on the right side? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 1. Okay, sorry, they floated up a little bit there. But do you see how they're all lined up on this right side? And that's what made this gap here. Otherwise, if you added them up over here, you would have got the wrong answer because this 3 is not supposed to be under all of these. So let's add them up. We got a bunch of zeros. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 plus 0 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, now last step, I got to turn this back into scientific notation. So I'm going to put a dot there, decimal. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I now have a number between 1 and 10. I have 4.538 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Final answer. Let's do one more. Okay, let's add these together. So I have 4.2, and I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have 2.25, and I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 2.8, and move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add all these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 42. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28. Add them up because we add here. Some of you might have been a little confused. Do you see this? So this is scientific notation. This is scientific notation. This is scientific notation. And we're adding them all together. So I got 0, 0, 0, 5, 2, 8 plus 2 is 10, plus another 2 is 12, 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Then I have to put this back in scientific notation, decimals at the end. We move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I have 7.225 times 10 to the 6th. Final answer. Great job. Now let's do, oh, there it was. Here we go. We got a subtraction one together. So we're going to do the same thing as adding, except for instead of adding, we're going to subtract. So I definitely recommend using calculators. So we got 8.5. And I move it how many times? 3. 1, 2, 3. New decimal. Add zeros. Now I got 5.3. Move it how many times? 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 zeros. Last but not least, I have 1.0. Move it twice. 1, 2. That's 100. Okay, now with subtraction, I can't subtract these all at the same time. You can do that in your calculator. You can add them all in there and subtract them at the same time. So let's just subtract the first two. We got 8,500 minus 5,300. Let's subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. And 8 minus 5 is 3. Last but not least, let's subtract that last number. We got minus 100, 0, 0, 2 minus 1 is 1, 3, and minus nothing is 3. So we have 3,100. Last but not least, put that back into scientific notation. Decimal at the end. We're going to move 1, 2, 3. So I have 3.1 times 10 to the third final answer. Okay, let's do one more subtracting one. Here we go. So we got 6.2. Move it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in with zeros. Then I got 2.6. Move it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1.9. Move that 2 times. 1, 2. Okay, let's subtract the first two. Remember, bigger numbers go on top. 6, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got 1, 2, 3. 26. 0, 0, 0. I can't take away 6 from 0, so I have to go borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4. I have to borrow again. 11 minus 2 is 9. 5. Last, we got a minus 190. Ooh, that one's not a fun one. We have to do a lot of borrowing. Borrow from the 4 turns to a 3. 9, 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. And we got 3, 5, 9. Last step, change this back into scientific notation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our new decimal is 5.9381 times 10 to the 5th. Final answer. Let me know if you have any questions.